How do you get back in the water after a breast cancer diagnosis? I'm Dr. Liz Reardon and I got breast cancer when I was 40 whilst working as a breast surgeon, and I'm going to share my tips. Now, I was a triathlete and swimming was a really important part of my life. When chemo finished, I was really nervous about getting changed in public. My hair was just grey stubble. I had an implant, but it didn't look great. I didn't want women to stare at me in the changing rooms, and I didn't want to scare their children. Now, 3 years later, when my breast cancer came back, I had to go flat, and now I was even more anxious. I didn't wear a prosthesis, and although I could hide my lopsidedness with clothes, in the pool it was going to be really obvious. I couldn't find a decent swimming mastectomy swimsuit, and I worried about any prosthesis popping out when I dived in. I know it can be really scary, but these are my top tips to help you learn to love swimming again. These are the 5 things I think you should do before you leave the house. Number 1, try on your swimsuit at home. Make sure it fits. You want it to be comfortable and to make you feel good. I love my Zoggs multi-way swimsuit. It's got straps that you can have as a standard back or a racer back, and it's got really good bum coverage. It doesn't disappear at the crack when I bend over. They come in 3 different colours. There's this one and there's a blue one. And £5 from every sale is going to breast cancer now, which is incredible. Number 2, if you are wearing a prosthesis, pop it in and jump around for a bit, and it will give you the confidence that it will stay where it's meant to. Instead of your normal heavy one, try these by Boost. They are lightweight silicone shells, and many women have recommended them to me. Knitted Knockers UK will also make woolen covers for shower scrunchies that are also waterproof. Tip number 3, remember how much you love being in the water. Swimming is also a great exercise to get your shoulders moving, and it can help reduce your risk of recurrence as well. Number 4, set realistic expectations. Don't plan on doing what you did before you started treatment, because surgery, radiotherapy and chemo take their toll. You might only be able to swim 1 length instead of 20. Be prepared for a gentle session to start with. You may only be able to do 10 minutes, but that's okay. Take it 1 swim at a time. And number 5, pack your kit bag the night before so it's ready in the morning, because you might have forgotten what you used to take with you. The first time I went, I forgot my towel, the joys of chemo brain. Write a list if it helps. When you get to the pool, these are my tips to help you get into the water with confidence. Number 1, use a cubicle to get changed in. If your hair hasn't grown back, you could hide it with a swimming gap, so know what with a... I'm going to re-edit the second bit. These are my tips to help you get into the pool with confidence. Number 1, use a cubicle to get changed in. If your hair hasn't grown back, you could use a swimming cap to disguise your bald head. Number 2, remember that once you're in the water, no one can see what you look like. Everyone is so busy focused on their own stroke that they won't know you're there. Walk down the side of the pool with confidence. You can do this. And number 3, think about moving to a slower lane and give yourself time to warm up. Just enjoy being in the water again, and remember to smile. It doesn't matter how unfit you are now. You are swimming after breast cancer, and that is blooming awesome.